Hi, this is Justin the Poodle Guy, and today we're going to see how to import an Edmodo quiz into Moodle. And there are a number of steps that you need to take to make this happen. I'll go through those steps first of all, and then we'll go in the video and actually perform each of those steps. The first step is that you need to install a browser extension that allows you to export Edmodo quizzes. And then the next step is that you need to export the quiz from Edmodo to a quiz zip file. Then using the quiz zip file, we convert that into an import file for Moodle. So you convert that quiz.zip file into an import.xml file that Moodle knows how to process. And then finally we import that XML file into Moodle, and then all the questions will be in the Moodle question bank. And after that you'll need to create the quizzes by adding questions from each quiz in Edmodo to a quiz in Moodle. But the questions will already be there, so that's a fairly simple task. Let's first of all have a look at the quiz that we are going to export. Okay, so here are my quizzes, and here's our quiz here, Japanese classroom words. Okay, this is actually just a junk quiz. I've created this to show the different elements that are going to be inside the Edmodo quiz. So we've got a true-false question, we have a multi-choice question, we have, in this case, a short answer question, but we've added an image, and we've also added an embed, which is a YouTube video, which should also be exported correctly and imported correctly. Here we have a fill in the gaps, what's called a closed question, and we have a matching question, which has an audio file as part of the question prompt. And finally we have a multi-choice, but this is a multi-answer, multi-choice question. And here we've added an image as one of the options. So these images and media and the questions themselves will all be exported to the quiz file and then converted and finally imported into Moodle. So a key part of this operation is the Edmodo quizzes export Google Chrome extension. So you'll need to use Google Chrome to do this, and you'll need to add this extension to your Google Chrome browser. So let's do that. The link for this Edmodo quizzes export Google Chrome extension, I'll put that into the YouTube notes. You could search for Edmodo quizzes export also. They should find it. Okay, so the Edmodo quizzes export Chrome extension has been installed. It looks a bit different on my PC because I'm using a Japanese browser, so it probably won't look quite like that for you. Okay, let's go back to our Edmodo quizzes page, or our Edmodo page. We just start from the top page. Click on our Google Chrome extensions. Here we'll see Edmodo quizzes export. Tap that, and then we'll get the export quizzes button or link. Click that. Now this happened to me the first time I tried this also. You need to reload the page for the new Google Chrome extension to be picked up. Okay, and here we get the little dialogue saying it's exporting our quizzes. Okay, so let's export that, save that to our desktop. Okay, great. So that's all good. So let's go now to the Poodle demo site where I have prepared the Edmodo quizzes to Moodle import file conversion tool. I'll again put the link for this in the YouTube notes, so you'll be able to see it there in the comments section. If you have any trouble, just go to poodle.com/Edmodo2Moodle. That will also have information about how to do this. Create our Moodle import file. Let's click on that first of all. Okay, so we have some options here because, for example, the closed question be created as case sensitive or case insensitive. So we're going to make it case insensitive here. And for multi-choice questions, how are we going to number those? A, B, C, capital A, B, capital B, capital C, or just numbers, or simply with no numbers at all. So we'll leave these as the defaults as case insensitive and no numbering. And then we'll drag that Edmodo quizzes file into our file area here. Okay, and we should be ready now to create our Moodle import file. Upload file. Okay, now our Moodle import file is coming down. You'll see I've done this a lot of times. I've got like 15 of them now, but don't worry about that. I've been making sure that it all works for you. Okay, so we've created now our Moodle import file, and let's import that file into Moodle and see how that went. So I've created a Moodle course here on one of my test sites, also on the demo site actually. I need to go to the question bank. Now the question bank can be a bit tricky to find. In different versions of Moodle, it's in different places. Or the menus show it differently. But here on Moodle 4.0, it's under the More section under question bank. Click on that. We want to import. So from the questions drop-down box here, we choose import. There are different file formats that you can import from, but the one that we have created is an XML file. It's called Moodle XML format. I'm going to tap on that, and we're going to drag that XML file again into the file area here like that. And we're going to press the import button. Okay, so that's actually gone through and imported the 6 questions. Continue. And here we are on the question bank in the category, because it's actually created a category that matches the Edmodo quiz category. So we've got Edmodo questions, my quizzes, and then Japanese classroom words. And in the Japanese classroom words, we have those questions that we created: short answer, matching, fill in the blanks, multi-choice, and true, false. Now let's have a look at what they look like. We can do that from here because we can choose preview. So let's have a look at that short answer question. Okay, great. So you can see we have the question. We've got a big text area here for us to type the answer. The image that we had in Edmodo has been exported correctly, and the YouTube link has also come through for us nicely. So that's good. So that looks like it's working. Let's just check one other question. Let's check the fill in the blanks. Okay, so we have go to preview. Okay, great. So there's our fill in the blanks question, and I know the answer there. It's Isu. Let's just put that through and make sure that's working. Isu. Submit and finish. Okay, so let's mark that correctly. So great. That looks like our import was correct and functional. So that's great. We now have the questions in the question bank, but we probably want to make a quiz out of those questions, I think. So let's finally make a quiz. So we'll put our course into edit mode, and that'll give us the option to create a quiz. Go down to quiz, classroom words, title. Now we haven't yet added questions. This is the way we create a quiz in Moodle. You need to create the quiz as a container first and then add those questions. So let's add questions. So choose Japanese classroom words. Here we are. Okay, and here are all of the questions. We want to add all of them, right? So like that, and we're going to get all of those questions. Add selected questions to the quiz. Now look at that. There we have 6 nice questions. Each of those, just by default, is on a separate page, but we can reorder those, put them on the same page, or make that the first question if we want to, and move it up a page if we wish to also. And I guess we need to go and actually have a look at that quiz, don't we? Make sure it actually does do everything that we wanted it to. So click on preview quiz. Okay, kids mean stand up. That is true. Here's our short answer question. Match the classroom thing. So there's the audio file that we exported. That's also come through nicely. And here is the matching question. So we can choose the correct items from the matching set there. Which word means desk? Yes. And here's our multi-choice, multi-answer question. We added the image inline in Edmodo, the gorilla, and that has also come through here in the Moodle quiz rendition of the same question inline. So that is how you will export an Edmodo quiz to Moodle. And if you don't have your own Moodle site, you can get one from Poodle. Visit poodle.net to see how to do that. If you'd like more information about the steps to import an Edmodo quiz into your Moodle course, then the URL is shown below. It is poodle.com/Edmodo Edmodo-2-Moodle.